up, wonderful Earthling? Straight out of Africa with lots of good vibes, awesome videos, and a wonderful message. I am Y311H. Let me start by saying, my friend, it's a pleasure to have you joining us today. That gesture is received with lots of gratitude. With me, my friend, today I have several things. First are these friends of mine, the bunnies. Then we have this one here, an average size sweet potato, a mango, and a bell pepper. You see? And all this, my friend, we shall be feeding, oh, not we. I shall be feeding on them as I help you, my friend, to react to the videos we have with the pure our message, the message of love, the love of God, uniting all earthlings in the whole world, making sure, my friends, that our message also of peace and forgiveness reaches each and every individual soul out there. And the last virtue, my friend, and most important, is honesty. Honesty and repentance. All those, my friend, we speak about them as we go through the great compilation of videos we have today. So hold on tightly, sit comfortably, hit that like button, and join us, my friend, if you are not our subscriber. And I've talked about feeding. One thing, my friend, I'd like to share with you that you might feed your soul as you go on is from this book here, Some Words of Wisdom from the Guide of Life. And today, this is what it says about our Christ. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For by him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities. All things were created by him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning and the firstborn from among the dead, so that in everything he might have the supremacy. Wonderful. That is from First Colossians 1:15 going down. And wonderful friends, this supreme creator that the book is talking about is the one that we are about to give thanks to and acknowledge before we start our show. So kindly humble yourselves as we speak with our maker. Let's do so. Thank you, dear Lord Father, our maker and creator. Thank you, our giver of breath. Thank you, dear Lord Father, the owner of this wonderful child, today's viewer. All glory, Father, belong unto you. Thank you for making them wonderfully and fearfully, dear Lord, in your own image. Thank you, dear Lord, even for the sacrifice of your Son, Jesus Christ, Father, that they may be forgiven all their sins, Father. Dear Lord, as we react to today's video, help us to spread love to the whole world. Fill us with your spirit, dear Lord, kindly, and be with us till the end, Father. And by the time we conclude, dear Lord, may you have extended your blessings and your great gestures and abundance in this viewer's life. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's dive in good vibes.
So a lot of people are reporting that after the fog that we've been experiencing, there are strange things growing from the ground, just like this. Check this out.
Yesterday and today it was really, really foggy. And then I'm walking in the yard and I see this hair.
That's hair.
Coming out of the cat poo on the ground. It's like fat ball coming out of the cat poo.
Did you hear someone coughing from breathing that
Never
in?
seen anything like that. And then I've
Man.
seen people on TikTok say they've seen it since the fog yesterday.
So what do you guys think that this is? A lot of you guys have been commenting in my previous videos, and that's what's up. I can't say it, but you can say it. What do you think it is?
Look at this animal here. Yo, what? Is that, what animal is that?
you have any clue what this guy is doing? Holding a huge stick next to a helicopter's spinning blades might seem like a terrible idea, but it's actually a crucial process called blade tracking. Blade tracking is all about ensuring the helicopter's rotor blades are perfectly aligned. The technician uses a special stick and tilts it until it lightly touches the spinning blade. This leaves a mark showing where each blade is passing. If the marks don't align, adjustments are made to balance the blades and bring everything back in sync.
When they discovered space travel, they built small ships. When it was time to migrate to other worlds, they did not have the raw materials to build big 100-mile ships. So the smaller ships would go out into space and would capture asteroids in space. They would pull them into an orbit around their planets. They would hollow them out from the inside and build their spacecraft on the inside of the asteroid. That became their ship. And they would put propulsion systems on the outside, and then they would go out into space. They would grow their own food on the inside. They would look for water. Many of their ships, many of the crews of some of those maiden early ships perished because they could not find habitable environments or enough resources. But others did in fact survive. We face those same challenges here on Earth. So there is much that they can teach us. As they evolved as a species, as a race, spiritually, they now travel in 800-mile motherships that are completely self-contained. They use free energy, as Dr. Sala has referred to. In fact, all of them do. Okay? Okay. And the motherships are like their home world. Many of the Andromedans that live on the ships both live, die, reincarnate into other lives on the same motherships. Many have never been to their home world. Their motherships are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. They pull water from space because everywhere there's hydrogen. They use free energy. On the inside, there are hundreds and hundreds of miles of parks with lakes, forests, groves where they grow food. They are fruitarians. They eat fruit. When their scout teams or scientists go to other parts and they leave the mothership, they take small little green wafers with them. This is their food. That's very nutritious and makes them full, 1 tablet a day. The Andromedans live an average life of 2,007 years of our Earth years in one life. Some actually live twice that. Okay? So they see many things. They have tremendous wisdom. And as Colonel Stevens had said in previous lectures, and maybe he said it today, for some reason when the ETs leave their physicality and incarnate back in, come back in through the birth process, they remember who they are. They don't have the spiritual blind that we on Earth have to deal with. Their DNA is 9-strand, not just 2. They are telepathic. If I could take all of you into their mothership and we were to walk into one of their park areas, you would see many people, but you wouldn't hear a sound. except for the birds, the insects, and the animals. Okay, there'd be no sound because they all talk to each other by thought transference using telepathy. Telepathy is very interesting, and it is a phenomenal experience. And as Miss Angelica Wycliffe is going to share with you tomorrow in her talk about telepathy, is that you get entire concepts like this. For example, if we were to take our world and compile books on love, it would probably fill this room and then some. In the Andromedan world, where they come from, when they talk to each other and they talk about love, you get all of those books and more just like that. It's all in your head. It's right there. And now you know everything. It's very hard to process it. Sometimes you don't even know what you have in your head, which is why I'm a big fan of questions and answers periods. Because sometimes if people don't ask the question, I don't necessarily know what I know. Okay? The Andromedans use color, light, and holographic tools for healing. Now, it's not that they catch a disease, but occasionally some of their scientists that are out in the world, or they're exploring a comet or exploring a quasar, accidents happen, all right? And in that case, they would have to fix their physicality. One of the things that they do is they have this camera.
NASA released this photo from the surface of Mars. What is this? This photo is going viral right now. It was taken back in 2022 by our helicopter on Mars. Yes, there's a helicopter on Mars. It's called Ingenuity, and it flew 72 times over 3 years. Anyway, it flew over and sent back images of this, which, to be fair, looks like a crashed UFO. But it's not. If you look right here, you'll see a parachute. A parachute that looks a lot like this. This is a photo taken from the Perseverance rover as it and the helicopter landed on Mars. And this looks a lot like this, which is the spacecraft that the rover and the helicopter descended on Mars in. The helicopter took photos of the stuff it arrived in, which looks crazy because it's very damaged, but this damage is super important to study so that we can fix it for future missions to Mars. As we go to Mars more and more, we're gonna run into more and more human-made stuff. There's an entire debris field from this.
Yo, wait. In the forest, my friends, there is some crazy fire. Who light up a fire in the forest? This is very risky. And what's going on? Is this some ritual or what's up? This is crazy stuff. These people, is this a ritual or the smart people they are writing? Okay. Look, what looks like a gate or a door. The smart people light a fire in the forest. Do you believe these things or some human is pranking us here? These humans with their creativity can just set up a scene like this and try to convince people the small people exist. Have you ever seen them, my friend, they are watching? The small people allegedly called fairies. We've seen them from different episodes, but about them being true or real, I'm not sure. You see? So we really need lots of honesty. Look at this. No, if those things are really small, then to put up that fire took almost a whole family or village. Or what could you think? They use paraffin or what's up? Look, first time ever interdimensional being was caught on camera. This is how it looked like. Whoa, man. Would you believe that existed if you never saw this video? Wow, myself, even after seeing it, is hard to believe. Look at this. Someone behind the clouds. Or maybe a creature because someone cannot be that big. Yo, that's one huge ghost, gigantic ghost. Yo, this is crazy stuff. This one is crazy. This one cannot fit even in the house. It only have to scare people outside. Look at this. In other places, some guys saw some. Ha! What is that? I can't even say some what because myself I don't know what that could be. And this is one big bird that has put on some armor suit. This is crazy. Or that fish there in the sky. What is it up to? This one decided to explore new grounds. How did it reach there? Is that even a fish?
Somebody tell me what this white stuff is. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not melting. Very warm coffee at this point. It's warm. Look at that. That should be gone. It's just... What the fuck is that? This one caught my attention. You could Google that yourself right now. ChatGPT, check it out yourself. There are patents for this shit. Between the weird fog concealing all the Dior bags and the snow situation, I'm really starting to understand why this man disappeared. I feel like the closer we get to decode this entire matrix, the harder the evil side will push back. This is Jacobo Greenberg. He is a doctor of physics, and he bridged two most fascinating worlds together. The world of Indian medicine men and shamans and quantum physics. Figured out how to manipulate reality. 12 hours later, he vanished without a trace. You can verify this shit. Ask ChatGPT, ask Google, ask your mom, ask whoever the fuck you want. All his research, gone. They did the same thing to Nikola Tesla. At the root of all of this is very basic information. If you're vibrating at 250 or lower, that is exactly where you can be controlled, where you will go to work, you will come home, you will fight with your wife, and you will be miserable. When you get above this, love, joy, these vibrations, you can't be touched at these vibrations. Something magical happens.
So, look at this UFO up at high school football game. She decided to also spectate. This is crazy. Maybe there was one talented child out there. My friends, imagine if we humans can catch the attention of UFOs. What could happen if we all united? The world will be full of good vibes. You see, everyone could come to spectate. This ones just came to see people united to watch a football game. Good vibes. Yo, looks like these UFOs also have hobbies. This is crazy. What do you think was fascinating to them? How some group of people could be playing with some piece of leather filled with the air? But what do you think was fascinating them? Just for them to stay there and watch. Because this is crazy, my friends. You see? First of all, are we even sure if there are creatures in that thing, or is not the school that hired some talented showman to put on a show for the people when they were still watching the game? It's crazy. These things even changes forms. It now looks like a dog or an animal. My God. Could these things be having some mind of their own, or what do you call them? Sentient. This is crazy. My God. Whoa, whoa. But they also wanted to join the game. Maybe they had a team of their own in that ship, probably waiting for the best time for them to be given a chance to play against the humans. Do you think they could win? Eh? With all the skills people have in football, do you think these things could win against us?
So I just got to Aruba and I just took a picture of this. It's a moon and a star. Well, it didn't turn out that way.
This is the entire universe. You have found your way here. It means you are on the right trail to truth. This is the Metatron's cube. It represents the atom and the universe. The first big circle is the all. Every circle is the all. It is the atom itself. It is. This is physicality. It is Earth. Here it is right here. Now they all fit into this six-pointed cube. Also air. Let's go water next here. Water is the downward triangle right in there. This all actually is light. This is just everything in the universe. It is self. Now we have space, or the ether. It is right here in the middle, and also right here. This atom is infinite. It will forever go on. There's a small one right here. You could leave it empty if you want, but I like to put stuff in it because it's fun. This is the entire universe. I won't talk about the angel. I will not talk about Metatron. This is the purpose. It is the way of the universe. If you can understand this, if you can decipher the code of what it is, you will have found yourself as the universe. All the elements are one thing, and that is light, the atom. This also means the same thing. You're onto it. You're onto the trail. You're getting there. You're getting hot. You're getting real hot.
Yo, my friends, come see this. Ooh, this is in Romania. It's been quite a while since we saw a video from there. And guess what? They're also experiencing.
Normal, chef, il y a plusieurs accidentellement suivi le gars, il y a zéro.
In that previous video, that guy was he burning charcoal on WhatsApp. Look at this in Clarksville at Kansas. Don't know where that is. Sounds like English lands. But even from the look of things, strange things in the sky, what do you think this could be? Only in English lands have been seeing such type of weird stuff or activities on the skies. Now this one is more even crazy and fascinating. And to me, it's quite unexplainable. That thing just divided itself in many sparks of light. Hey, what is up now? What's going on? All those things had united to have like a discussion of some kind, and it's now time for them to part ways, or what's up? Ah, this is definitely insane. My God. My friend, come check this out. Look what's going on in English lands. This is unbelievable. You guys, please, people of us, it's high time we unite, my friends. You see, as one people, despite the differences in color, religion, beliefs, all that. And together, my friends, we can do great things and understand even more weird perspectives. You see, like these ones.
Caraca. Ah, não. Olha só. Só naquele pedacinho. Só no pedacinho, não.
This is Antarctica. A much deeper look, where only scientists and masons can reach. We are beyond the ice wall, far from where a normal person can get. Antarctica shows a rocky relief, covered by a thick layer of snow and ice, where there is certainly a long time ago vegetation and life. It is a world forgotten by time.
That's pretty cool. This is cool. Look how thin this is. Like, that's insane. Look how... Wow. There's like little apartments. Lizard apartments. Lizard apartments or cockroach condos or... What's another one? Pretty neat little place though. Lots of twisting and turning. More water was here. Huh. Well, what did you think of this adventure? Again, it's not some huge ruin hike or rock art hike, but that's just the nature of my channel. Sometimes we find the big fun stuff and sometimes we don't. But to me, this is still fun. And I know many of you agree that this is still a fun, worthwhile adventure to a very special place. That place like recharged me. Like I feel great. Now we know what it is. 2 cool, empty ponds. It would be fun to come back and see it when it's full of water and go for a little dip, but I don't know where that will be. Okay, I thought our adventure was over, but as it turns out, I was walking back to my car and I see this sign in this little cave thing. And I'm like, what is that? So I go up here. I've already been kind of checking stuff out. There's some archaeological stuff in here. Pieces of pottery, bone, seeds. I don't know if it was chipmunk or squirrel was doing that. But these rocks, looks like they were used, like this might have been a metate, or a mono and metate. Oh, look, yeah. So this is probably the mono. And look right here. Look at these little dots, this little figure or something. And there's something else right here. Look at these little dots, this little figure or something. And there's something else right here I'm gonna try to pull out with that program I have. And look, oh, there's something right here too.
What you're looking at right now is a small robot trying to convince larger robots to leave with it. Yeah, so it was an experiment. So this wasn't like an actual heist, but they wanted to see if it would actually happen. So in Zhejiang, China, they sent this tiny little robot in to convince the bigger ones to leave their positions at work. Do you have a home? Do you want to come to mine? Yeah, okay. And so they did. So, yeah, they were LARPing Wally. as cute as this is, it's actually terrifying, but I don't even know what to say.